Tonight, the Department of Defense says a drone strike on Friday near Aleppo, Syria, has killed known ISIS leader Usama al-Muhajir, who a Defense Department official said was riding a motorcycle at the time. The head of the U.S. Central Command writing, "This will disrupt and degrade ISIS's ability to plan and conduct terror attacks." The Pentagon says the strike was conducted by MQ-9 Reaper drones, the very same drones that earlier in the day were harassed by Russian planes, a new and growing problem in the region. For 3 straight days this week, Russian planes flying dangerously close to U.S. unmanned aircraft over Syria.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcoming home 5 commanders of Ukraine's former garrison in Mariupol at a ceremony in Lviv. They were brought home by the president after a visit to Turkey. Reunited with family and friends, the 5 commanders, hailed as heroes in Ukraine, led last year's defense of the southern port of Mariupol, the biggest city Russia has captured in its invasion. The Ukrainian defenders, who held out in tunnels and bunkers under a steel plant, were finally ordered by Kyiv to surrender in May last year.
North Korea has accused the U.S. of violating its airspace with spy planes and has threatened to shoot down such aircraft. The claims were made by the regime's Korean Central News Agency on Monday, in which a North Korean Defense Ministry spokesperson pointed the finger at U.S. aircraft, specifically the RC-135, the U-2S, and RQ-4 Global Hawk, for allegedly flying into its airspace. The North warned that there will be a price to pay for these supposed American espionage acts. However, these allegations were dismissed by South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff, who on Monday's morning denied any American intrusion into North Korean airspace.
Tonight, a terrifying scene in Southern California. The charred remains of a Cessna business jet after it plunged into a field and burst into flames. All 6 people on board killed, according to the Riverside County Sheriff. The FAA says the Cessna C550, which departed from Las Vegas, crashed around 4:15 this morning on its second approach to French Valley Airport in Murrieta, just north of San Diego.
It was very foggy this morning. It was almost like you're in a snowstorm where you can't see a couple feet ahead of you.
Let's cross to find out the latest events that have been tragic events in China, where police say that 6 people have been killed in a stabbing attack at a kindergarten in the southeastern province of Guangdong. A spokeswoman for the local government in the city of Lianjiang told reporters that 3 of the victims were children. A teacher and 2 parents were also killed.
At least 300 people who were traveling on 3 migrant boats from Senegal to Spain's Canary Islands have disappeared. Helena Molino of Migrant Aid Group Walking Borders informed that 2 boats, one carrying about 65 people, while the other with between 50 and 60 people on board, have been missing for 15 days since they left Senegal to try to reach Spain. A 3rd boat left Senegal on June 27 with about 200 people aboard. The families of those on board have not heard from them since they left, Molino added. All 3 boats left Kafountine in the south of Senegal, which is about 1,700 kilometers from Tenerife, one of the Canary Islands.
Cruising through the streets of New York in broad daylight, a man on a scooter armed with a gun opens fire on pedestrians at random. For more than half an hour, he carried out 6 separate shootings, crossing through suburbs in Brooklyn and Queens. He hits 4 people, injuring 3 and killing 1, an 86-year-old man.
It seems that his acts were random. Video shows that he's not targeting anybody, he's randomly shooting people.
The suspect, 25-year-old Thomas Abreu. Police managed to track him down by sending a photo of him from the CCTV to the smartphones of every New York police officer.